Welcome, people. Welcome to the BLW Trading Show, episode number 4, where today we are going to be talking about how to avoid blowing up accounts, which pretty much means how to avoid burning your accounts, how to avoid losing all of your money in your account. So, yeah, that's what we're going to be talking about today. Welcome to a brand new streaming. If you're joining this on the live or the replay, doesn't even matter. Go ahead and smash the like button as usual. If you're in the replay, you can leave a comment in case you have questions. And if you are in the live chat, make sure that you use the live chat as usual. It helps a lot when you guys make it interactive, like to answer as many questions as possible and so on. But yeah, this is what we are going to be doing today. Welcome. It says right here, Christian, what's your real Telegram user? Is Christian BLW Trading, Christian BLW Official. That's my username, Christian BLW Official. I'm not sure why I guess it's because you were contacted by a fake profile. I never contact you privately. I never offer you investment plans. I never ask you for money. If somebody does that with my picture, it's not me. Yeah, where you guys are saying hi from? It's super important for me to know exactly like where you guys saying hi from and so on. Egypt, how you doing, my friend? Welcome back. If you're watching this as a regular video, not as a replay or stream, is because most of my videos of live streams, I downloaded them, then I reposted them as an actual video because the algorithm from YouTube shows the live stream only to subscribers, and the replay, sometimes the users don't get it. And so I reposted them a few days later so that you guys, like not you, your subscribers, but for new people to actually find the content and maybe they can get helped as well. Just playing with the YouTube algorithm. That's basically what I do. It's not that I'm lazy or anything like that. I stream every single day, 12 p.m. Central Standard Time. Lesotho, how you doing? Nigeria, how you doing? Joining the BLW Signals group today. Man, you're more than welcome to join. We have fun and we make money every day. Which risk-reward ratio is best for Forex trading? Depends on the strategy. Lesotho, India, Nigeria. Do you have some secret bot for $300 that you do not share with anyone publicly? I had the HFT robot, but I don't sell it anymore. Just the beta testers, and that's it. How you doing there, Richard? I did have a great weekend. Hopefully you had a great weekend too. It was pretty tiring because I was with my daughters. So I was exhausting, but you gotta do it, right? But you know, it's my engine, it's my gasoline for the week. So yeah. So today, we're going to be talking about a very important topic, which is how to avoid blowing up accounts. Look, this is an important topic because, as you probably already know, the 95% of traders lose money in this field. Okay? Probably you're part of the 95%, or there's another 3% of people who just don't lose money, but they don't make money. And then 2% of people will actually make a living out of day trading, and that makes you a financially free person. If you think those are rough numbers, yes, you're right, they are rough numbers. But if you become one of the 2% people who make money with day trading, you practically become a rich person fast, and therefore you have freedom. So is it worth to fight to become one of those 2%? Absolutely yes. Okay? When you are part of this 2%, like I am, you have time for your family, time for yourself, you have time to travel and money to travel. You can buy the stuff that you want and you can enjoy life better. You have better medical care, you have better lifestyle, you can eat whatever you want, you can work out whenever you want, you have pretty much everything you want. Okay? So it is worth it. But you got to work hard for it. And one of the biggest obstacles that we find when we try to become day traders is when we will blow up our accounts. And I know the feeling because I blew 5 accounts before I even started become not profitable, but not losing money. And then it took me a while, a few months more, in order to jump from the 3% to that 2%. Once you get to that 2%, there's no turning back. You never go back to that point. You might blow up an account, but the point is that you become that 2% not by just withdrawing 1 month or 2 months, but by withdrawing constantly and being able to recover that money. And more importantly, having multiple sources of income. Is that making sense to y'all? Thank you for the likes. By the way, go ahead and smash the like button. So we're going to jump into business right now. How can I learn discipline in binary options trading? That's exactly what we're going to learn today. It applies for binary, it applies for Forex, it applies for stocks, and for everything. Okay? Now, the first thing that you need to do in order for you to actually be part of that group, which is pretty much avoiding blowing up accounts, it's like it goes both ways. It's having a trading plan. Now, I did have a streaming a few weeks back when I talked about how to quit your job. I even posted this video this morning in my YouTube channel, and I mentioned what was my trading plan. Now, in the live chat or in the comments, let me know right now. I'll give it 1 minute for you to reply, type in and everything. What is your trading plan? And if you don't have a trading plan, like if you're not 100% clear about what that is, just place right there, I don't have a trading plan. So 1 minute. What is your trading plan? Or no, Chris, I don't have a trading plan. Put it on right now. And there's a reason why I'm asking this. Okay. While you type in, let me just give you the invitation. If you go to that video of this morning, it's just called How to Quit Your Job. I shared my own trading plan. That hasn't changed. I have an actual drawdown for the day, a drawdown for the week, a profit for the day, and a profit for the week. Okay? It's super important to have a trading plan. That I can tell you this, if you don't have a trading plan, it's impossible for you to become profitable. And it is very likely that you're going to be blowing your account. You could be an amazing trader and you could be super accurate. But if you don't have a trading plan, you get stuck to that 3% that don't lose money, but they don't make money either. A trading plan is basically a set of rules that you have for your trading schedule, because you should have a trading schedule. That's part of the plan. It's like, okay, I'm going to be trading Monday to Thursday, for instance. I don't trade Fridays. You could say I trade Fridays. I don't care. But if you don't want to trade Fridays because it's the most volatile day, you can go ahead and say, hey, I don't trade Fridays, so I have a schedule. Monday to Thursday, I'm going to be trading from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. my local time, whatever time is it. It's just an example, right? For instance, myself, I trade Monday to Friday from 8:20 Central Standard Time to 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. It's 40 minutes a day. That's it. I don't trade more than that. If anything, I would leave a trade open for a couple hours afterwards if I see potential on it. But It happens once a month, mostly, right? Tops. And within that trading schedule is having a set of rules. Okay, rule number one, if I lose one position, I don't trade anymore, I go for the next day. That's one rule. It's an example, right? If I win one trade, I stop trading for the day, go for the next day. Another type of rule. That's having a trading plan. And the point is that you build your own trading plan according to your goals, according to your needs, and according to your weaknesses. Because we're all weak. Myself, I'm a revenge trader. I have to control that every single session. How do I control that? By having a rule. Hey, if I lose two positions, I'm done. I'm not going to trade. Do I break that rule? Yeah, sometimes I do. Most of the times, like 9 out of 10, I end up having bad results. Because I know why I built that rule. It's to avoid emotional trading. So that is a trading plan. Okay? Go to the point of waging, I guess, at least $1,000 a month. Okay, that's a goal. That's not a plan. I don't have. Tell us. All right. That's basically what I'm explaining. Just now, these losses came out of platform after an hour. Again, I'll enter with a fresh mind. All right. Plus or minus 10% is the plan per day. End up working for a week before blowing it. Good plan. I don't have it, Chris. All right. Thank you for your honesty. 3 to 5 trades a day as I have a 9 to 5. Awesome. Awesome, awesome. Yes, I'm a revenge trader too. What beats my, okay, every time it's really about the minds. It's true. So what we're going to be talking about today and what you're going to be learning throughout the last 45 minutes or so is how you can avoid blowing your account by following simple rules. As a matter of fact, it's just 3 simple rules. Well, 2 apply to different stuff. Okay, let's go ahead and dive right into it. This plan will apply also for funded accounts, which brings me to the sponsored of the day and pretty much of every time I actually share videos, which is All Prime. All Prime is the best funded company in the world. And for those of you who didn't know, it accepts US traders, which is a huge deal. Okay. Now, I'm not in the US and I'm not a lawyer and not a financial, I'm not any of that. All I am is just a YouTuber, and it is available in my location, right? Which is Central America. But according to their website, they accept US traders, and I do have a lot of followers using All Prime in the US. Okay. My biggest advice to US traders or anywhere is always get your money and run out. So I'm not saying don't trust All Prime. All I'm saying is I'm not sure how long All Prime is going to be online, hopefully for a whole bunch of years. But right now, at the time I'm streaming this, it's available, it's trusted, and it's available in the US. So if you are a US trader and you have no idea where to trade and so on, especially for those of you following me that don't have US 30 or NASDAQ on MT4, MT5 for the auto trader and so on, this is a great opportunity for you guys. Well, they don't accept copy trading. I'm my bad. But the point is that you actually have the possibility to trade manually using US 30 and NASDAQ. Okay, I'm going to have the link to it in the description of this video. It works for Forex and futures, but I only trade Forex, and it's the cheapest accounts that you're ever going to find. They have as low as $2,000 for $11. As low as that. So it can even work as a demo practice for you guys to use it, MT4 or MT5, doesn't matter. And you can get as much as $200,000 and for around $800. They always have discounts, but if by any chance at the time that you want to open an account, you don't have a discount or it's like less than 15%, go ahead and use the promo code BLW15. BLW15, BLW15, and you'll get a 15% off on any plan you want to, and you can use that promo code as many times as you want to. I'm going to have the link to it in the description of this video. 1 hour withdrawals, transparency report, you already know. Best company ever. So what we're going to be talking about applies for funded accounts and applies for real accounts as well. Obviously, the percentages will have to vary because you cannot risk the same amount on a funded account that you risk on a real account, especially if you risk more than 1%. If you risk 1%, then you're good. Okay? What is Prime for binary options? Unfortunately, there are no funded accounts for binary options. But like I said, this applies for binary options, like the training itself. And if you're a binary options trader, you're like right there in the middle to become a Forex trader. Don't get attached just to binary and you're like, oh my God, I only want to do binary. That's fine if that's all you want, but I recommend you to diversify. So if you're a binary trader and you're like, whoa, but all I want is make some money. Well, guess what? You can make money with Forex too. People made a lot of money here. I even share a screenshot where I made $9,200 today with this trade right here that you're looking at, which is a Forex trade. So don't get attached just to binary. Diversify. Do both. Okay? Hi, Chris. Can you explain the consistency rule on Prime? Well, the consistency rule on Prime or any other prop firm, it basically like you have to have an average of profits every single day. So we have these super traders, right? And I'm quoting, like using the quote marks, that can actually get one day and make $20,000 in one trade. We call that a lucky trade, right? And then the next 4 or 5 days, they make 500, 200, they lose money and so on. So they have one good day within 2 weeks. Prop firms don't want that. Prop firms want traders that prove that they can trade. And in order for them to actually measure that, this is pure technicality. I mean, there's no way to prove it, but it does work this way. Like, show me that you can make consistent profits like every single day, every single week. So if you make 10% today, 8% tomorrow, 12% the next day, 10% that's an average consistency rule, which basically means that you consistently make around 10%. That's how much you can withdraw, how much you consistently make. If you have one day of $20,000, another day of $1,000, another day of $500, and then another day of $300, you're not consistent. You just had a lucky day. That's basically what they're trying to get. Okay? Now, getting that out of the way, I want to talk about the risks percentage with a real account versus a funded account. As you already know, when you are trading with a funded account, you actually have a drawdown rule. Okay? This drawdown is actually specified at the moment that you purchased an account. Let's say that you want to purchase a two-step prime account, a $100,000 account. Super cheap, by the way. So you get $100,000 to trade and you have a maximum daily loss of 5%. This means that if you lose 5%, 5.01% in one day, you lose your account. You didn't pass the challenge. This is a challenge. This is a test, right? So you didn't pass that challenge. If you get to 4%, then you're good. But let's say that you risk 3-4% a day. You have a maximum overall, which means throughout the entire time that you actually have the account, you have an overall loss of 8%, which means that if you lose 4% today and 4% tomorrow, you lose the entire account. You failed the challenge. These are the rules. Right? Talking about how to lose it, right? The profit target is 8% on the first step and 5% on the second one. But focusing on blowing your account, which pretty much is the exact same thing as losing a funded account, the risk is super important. I always recommend you to trade with 0.5% risk per trade. Why is that? With 0.5% risk, you have 10 trades to lose. Obviously, with commissions, slippage, spread, you might just have like 8 trades because you don't lose 0.5, you lose 0.55%, right? And so use only 0.5% risk per trade. Chris, I want to use one. I'm not your father. I'm not your tutor. Well, your mentor I can be if you want me to, if you're going to follow my instructions. I'm not your teacher. I'm not your kindergarten teacher. I'm not here to tell you what to do. All I'm saying is what I recommend. If you want to take my recommendation, that's fine. It's awesome. If not, you maybe do better than me. That's fine. But this is what I would do. This is exactly what I personally do, at least in funded accounts. So 5% is overall risk 0.5% per trade. Now, here comes a whole different picture. My real account. Chris, what do I do with my real account? Your real account is your money. Nobody's going to take it away from you. But if you don't want to blow it, don't go with more than 10% per trade. Right? Here we're talking about like you only have one account. I don't want to blow my account. If you have the account, for instance, I have a $400 account right now. I have another 50,000. I have another 300,000. I have another that is, I think it's like at 6,000 right now. I'm not sure. The $400 account, that one I can blow because I have the possibility. I have diversified my accounts. So if I want to, no, not that I want to, but if I'm willing to blow that account, then I can risk more. I can risk, I don't know, 15% a trade, especially because I place 1 or 2 trades a day. So I can risk 20% a day and try to target 60%, 70% profit. But that's not why we're here. We're here because we don't want to blow accounts. So if you don't want to blow your account and you're in a real account, I would suggest, this is just my suggestion, go with 3 to 5% per trade. Chris, I place like 10 positions a day, then lower it to 1%. What are you doing? All I'm saying is you could be risking up to 10% profits, up to 10% risk per day. If you place 2 positions, you can risk up to 5%. If you only place 1, 10%. If you place 4, 2.5%. Does that make sense? So 0.5% per trade in the funded account or up to 1%. That's what I would do. Up to 1%, meaning 2 trades of 0.5. And on a real account, up to 10% a day. You like real numbers, like you like actual numbers. Like tell me exactly how much to risk, Chris. Okay, this is what I'm telling you. I'm not giving you an advice. I'm not giving you financial, what's it called? Financial, whatever. I'm not a lawyer or anything. All I'm saying is this is how I manage my own numbers. Okay. Question in the chat says, is All Prime available for the US? Yes, it is. Check their website. You're gonna see link in the description. Use the link in the description, man. Help me out here. I gotta feed my kid. I gotta buy some Christmas gift. Thank you for the likes, people. Smashing the like is always motivating. So I do appreciate that. Smash the like button. So is this making sense to y'all? Does this make sense? Let me know. Yeah, I'm still here. I'm just reading the comments. What funded account? What is funded account? What is a real account? Funded account is these accounts that you can actually purchase. They're prop firms, and so they allow you to like complete a challenge, show them that you can trade, and once you pass that challenge, they give you an actual funded account. Let's say $10,000, and if you're able to make $1,000 profits after you get this account, you can withdraw up to 95%, which means $9,500. Super hot market right now. I mean, if you have a small capital, let's say $50 like this right here, you can purchase a $10,000 account, and instead of trading with $40, you can trade with $10,000. As cool as that. Now, let's talk about how many setups, because a lot of people would think, okay, I'm going to risk 1% a day, but how many, like, I'm going to enter 10 trades. If it's a real account, then yeah, 10%. If it's a funded account, hell no. How many setups should you trade? And look, when it comes to Forex trading, look, if it's binary, then you probably already know that there's a lot of entries that we can have during the day. A lot. But if it's Forex, you don't need that many trades. You just need a couple. Sometimes maybe just one. Look what we made today in the BLW Signals group. This is one trade. The buy didn't activate. And this is two trades. One that was right here, and this one right here. That's a total of 3 trades. And this is a lot, because usually it's only 1 or 2 trades a day. 3 trades a day is something unusual. So how many setups should you place every day? I would stick to 1 or 2. Chris, I don't trade indices. So can I trade more because I trade gold, euro, USD? No, you don't have to. Let's say gold. Let's find a trade for gold. Okay, I'm gonna go with 1 hour because that way I can analyze better. I see a trend right here. I see a support here. And I see a resistance right there. What would be a trade that I would place for the day? I would place a sell limit somewhere here. It could break. Yep. This is a good trade. 3.25%. This is a good trade. Let's go to Euro USD. Euro USD, I see a trend. I'm obsessed with trends, man. I'm sorry. We see a support level right here. Right there. And I also see a resistance somewhere there. Which trade can you enter? You can enter the sell right here. Or if you're a breakout person, then you can enter a buy stop right here. Somewhere there. Or even a sell breakout right here. Let me see. You could potentially close right here at 2.33, or if you're a big time player, 4.79. 2 good entries for Euro USD. Do you need more? No, you don't. Chris, what if they don't get activated? Then they don't get activated. You don't have to activate trades literally right now. You don't have to place trades every single day. Okay? Just enter the ones that you actually find valuable. And even if this one doesn't get activated, you can enter a breakout right here and so on. So opportunities to trade every single day. How many hundreds if not thousands. Do you have to enter all of them? No. You can enter 1 or 2 setups a day. That is it. What happens if the trade doesn't get activated? Then you don't enter the trade. That's it. Take a look at this trend right here. There's another trend right there. Take a look at this baby. You have opportunity here for a sell. Right here. 2.36, or you can enter a buy right here, or you can just enter the breakout. Maybe not the sell because it's a downtrend, but you can enter a breakout right here. If it breaks this level, then you can enter and go to here. You see, opportunities, like I said, they're gonna be all the time, but you don't have to enter all of them. Just enter 1 or 2 trades a day. You're never going to blow your account within a day, within a week, if you do this. Okay? Let me get to the questions. How does OTC market works in binary options? It's just like a mirrored AI market, like similar to the real market. Even when you are new, can I got for the funded account? The funded account is open to the world. The only thing is that you're gonna purchase one, and if you lose it, then you lose that money. But I mean, that's the way you're gonna learn. Trading on demo all the time is not gonna teach you anything. How many trades for binary? That's a very good question. I send a total of 4 to 6 setups every single day. Sometimes 7. Today I sent 7. But I only enter 4 to 5 myself. Now, I divide my entries, because these are entries on those 4 setups, and I have my risk. For instance, I can risk $2,000. So if I'm entering with $200 trades, I have 10 positions to enter on that one setup. You know, binary is different, right? And today, I'm not even sure how much I did today. Hold on. I shared that. Yeah, $4,700 today. And that was live. Like, people was there. Okay? Thanks for the questions, people. Thanks for the likes, by the way. If you guys haven't smashed the like button, I don't know what you guys doing. Go ahead and smash the like button right now. Help us. What is the difference between the 2-step and the 3-step, if I may ask? The 2-step account, you have 2 challenges to pass, one for 8%, the other one for 5%. The 3-step, you have 3 challenges to pass. 5% first, 5% second, 5% last. It takes forever. I honestly would go, it's like a $30 difference. So I would go with this, with the 2-step maximum. But if you want to save a few bucks, you can go ahead and go to the 3-step. Now, the last thing that I want to cover today is if you use expert advisors, which are Forex robots. Okay? Now, this is something very common nowadays, obviously. You probably are familiar with the BLW Auto Trader. So if you are going to be using an expert advisor on, let's say that it's your own expert advisor on your funded account with Dolo Prime, you can use it as long as it's yours and only yours. I created the BLW Auto Trader with 3 rules. Rule number 1, it's not going to risk ever more than 1.5% on my balance. Okay? You can even lower that to whatever percentage you want to. Rule number 2, after a loss or a win, is not going to place another trade during the day. So if US 30 hits a stop loss, it's not going to place a new trade for the day. Does that make sense? Why is that? Because I don't want to risk more than the 3% that I have per day. I won 1 and I lost 1 today, for instance, the robot. I broke even. I made like 0.23% profits. So I'm never going to go below 3%. Never. I created the rule like that. And number 3, it's targeting always to be at least 1 or 2 to 1 on risk reward ratio. It's actually targeting 10 risk reward ratio, but sometimes it doesn't get there, so I close them manually. But this is how we made almost 27% profits last month. Okay? So if you're going to be using a robot, you got to make sure of 2 things. Number 1, that it doesn't overtrade. Like, it doesn't place like 100 trades a day. And if it does, because that's what you like, that's fine. Then you got to make sure that you're like overall during the day, you're not risking more than 5%, or I would say 3% on a funded account and more than 10% on your real account. Okay? Damn, I think I'm getting allergies or something. You're more than welcome. How long does pocket option withdrawal takes? Less than 8 hours most of the times. Only Fridays it takes more due to weekend. What time is live trading session with Forex? It's at 8:20 Central Standard Time, and with binary it's at 7:30 Central Standard Time and at 2 p.m. Central Standard Time. Only today I'm gonna have it at 1 p.m. Central Standard Time because I got to do some shopping today, and so I want to do it 1 hour earlier so I have the afternoon to do the shopping thing. Christmas shopping. All right, people. So that's what I wanted to talk to you about today. Let's go ahead and do some Q&A. Ola Prime. FDMO, no, never. Ola Prime. 2% for setup, 0.5% per trade. Yep. That's a good number for binary. Yep. You guys want to join my live trading sessions? You see the link below the screen. It says blwsignalsgroup.com. $29.99 a month. Super cheap. So yeah, more questions. Thank you for your questions, people. Thank you for the likes. Before you go, make sure you smash the like. It's 100% free. And it helps a lot, especially to new viewers. It helps a lot so that more people can actually find the education. But yeah, more questions, people. More questions. We still have 7 minutes to go. Have you tried direct account on Ola Prime? Yeah, I do have a direct account for 50 grand. Works really good. The only thing is that they have lower targets. For instance, maximal daily is 3%. So you just gotta be careful with that, and you're good to go. Does it matter which Bitcoin wallet you withdraw to? Not really. I've done it to Ledger. I've done it to Binance. All good. You're more than welcome, man. You're more than welcome. Thank you for the likes, people. This is the BLW Trading Show, episode number 4. And I see a lot of great response from you guys, which is fantastic. Look, I even mentioned this a couple of days earlier, last week, that every time I actually stream, I feel like with better energy, So it's not just for you. Like, this is going to sound selfish, but it's not just for you. It's for me. It makes me feel good to help you guys out. In binary, which strategy? Let me pull out the chat because I can barely see. I have my laptop right there. Let me just put it here. There you go. In binary, which strategy do you recommend for a beginner who want to make money, I guess? 1 minute or 3 minute strategy? Either or. The 3 minute strategy requires less emotions, so I'll stick to one if you're a beginner. You need trading consistency, 15%, I think. Yeah, almost all prop firms nowadays actually have the consistency rule. It works really good. But it actually makes you prove that you're a good trader. I have people in the BLW Signals group that comply with that consistency rule. Is it better to have a direct account or just to invest those $1,529 in your own account? Either or. Because with the direct account, you are getting $100,000. So you could be making, let's say, $10,000 and withdrawing $9,000 in profits. With the $1,500 account, you might be able to double it up. Let's say $3,000, a really good month. How much can you withdraw? Right? Only 15 grand. Thank you, Chris. I made my first withdrawal today. Small but process. Awesome, man. Withdrawal from what exactly? Binary or Forex? Richard says, I have my rules written on a large piece of paper in caps and pinned on the wall by my desk. I check before each session. And again, if I'm tempted to do something silly, so I know the consequences. Beautiful, man. Yeah, I used to do that too. Why can I win almost all my trades with demo account and losing with the real, even if I'm using the same strategy? Emotions. That's why demo works good to get familiar with a platform. But in order to become an actual trader, you got to jump into real money. May you please elaborate after joining the link below? What do you mean elaborate? Like explain what happens after you join the BLW Signals group? Once you join, you're going to get access to your WUP account. WUP is basically the company that I work with so that they can access the Telegram and everything. And on your account, or you're going to get an email. It says access BLW trading products. And there you're going to find different groups. One is called BLW Signals Group. That's the Forex. One is called BLW Master App. That's the binary. So those are the ones that you need to join depending on which one you want to trade, or you can join both. Both are included. Pocket option. Awesome, man. Congratulations, really. Loving your lives, Christian. Thank you. I finally got to understand binary. Been losing for months, all thanks to your videos. I'm more than happy. Like really am happy for you guys, really. And you guys actually like give testimonials. The majority of people don't. So I know at least 30% of people would give testimonials, maybe less. I would say less. But that means that if 10 people says they made money today, 30 people, 50 people did. Okay? And we make money every day, man. Every single day. Obviously, we have losing days, but they're not very common. Trust me. If anyone is part here, the BLW Signals group or the Master app, put in the chat. Do we make money? Damn, I think I'm getting sick or something. Jesus. Wow. It's probably the AC. Let me turn it off. This t-shirt is also not, warming at all. All right, last couple questions, people. Last couple questions, then I gotta get going. We're gonna have a binary session in about 15 minutes. The second session of the day. First session ended up 6-1. The second one, hopefully we can continue with the profits. And in Forex, we ended up with 3 wins, 1 loss. So, no, it's actually 3 wins. So that was 11 on risk reward ratio, which was insane. Really, really good. So last couple questions, people, and then I'm gone. Hopefully you enjoyed this streaming and you can join tomorrow. Tomorrow, by the way, I remember what was the topic tomorrow, because I actually made a poll so that you could choose exactly what is it that you wanted to do. Like what is it that you wanted to talk about in the streamings. And the next topic is, oh, tomorrow we're going to talk about the best Forex brokers. Best Forex brokers. So if you guys want to, no, wait a minute. Tomorrow is a live session. Oh, yeah. Tomorrow is a live session. That's actually nice. So tomorrow, most likely, this is going to be binary, by the way. Tomorrow, I'm going to stream live with binary. We're going to have a live trading session. Most likely, it's going to be the Kellner channel strategy. You know? So hopefully you guys can join tomorrow. And by the way, if you guys watching this on replay or watching this as a regular video, is because I downloaded it and reposted it as a video to get to new people. And I stream like every single day, 12 p.m. Central Standard Time. I'm not sure what time is that in GMT, but it's 1 p.m. Eastern Time, 11 a.m. Mountain Time, and so on. Anything about binary will be amazing. Yep, tomorrow is live session. Live session. Then we're going to talk about the best brokers on Wednesday. And on Thursday, we're going to talk about the best binary brokers. By the way, before I go, Ola Prime just released its new broker available for the US. Game changing. Video coming up tomorrow explaining everything and with the link and stuff. Okay. All right, people, since we don't have more questions, we're going to just leave it like this. Thank you very much for attending. And hopefully you got some value out of this specific training. And I will see you tomorrow at 12 GMT. Okay. You have a good rest of your day, people. Peace.